What's up, YouTube? Sorry about the brightness. It's pretty bright outside, but today, um, just doing a little quick walking stream, just a little update about what's going on. So today I trained, what do you call it, chest and triceps in a gym. So I did my upper my upper push split in the gym today. I have to do my upper pull day for today, but pretty good. So what I did was I did my flat bench. I didn't do so good on the flat bench. I only got like 185 for 6, but I haven't trained my chest in a while and it atrophied quite a bit, so I lost some gains there, but it'll bounce back pretty quickly. Then I did like a light set with 155 for like failure with good eccentrics and stuff, just trying to really like get my chest stretched and all that. What else? Overall pretty damn good for training today wise. I did pretty good. Then I did 2 sets of 115 for 2 sets of like 10 to failure. I mean, whatever. It was like well over 10 reps. Good form and everything on the incline bench. And then after that, I did my 2 sets of reverse bench on the flat bench. Really good for the upper chest, so I did that. And it's just another way to like stimulate growth in the triceps and whatnot. And then I did 2 sets of weighted dips. So if I weigh 150 pounds and I did 45 play, I did like 195 pounds. I got to 11 dips on my first set, and I did like 10 my second. So, and it was a very good emphasis on the stretch and negative. I did pretty good on that, and my chest got pretty pumped. It was all striated and stuff. So, I'm gonna be really focusing on chest a lot. It's gonna be chest. You can really only train like 2 times a week, but this new way of training is really easy to implement. It's very simple. Oh, and then after my dips, I did 2 sets of JM pressing with 95 pounds. So I did 2 sets of that till failure. I did like, I think like my top set was 12 reps. Very focused on the negative, etc. So next week I'm gonna move up to 105 on JM pressing, and I want to move up to like 200 on bench for next week. So, you know. But yeah, this new training split is really solid. I mean, what do you call it? From Jeff Snipper's like year transformation video. That's the split he ran. He did an upper lower push pull leg split with 2 days of rest. Except I think he instead of 2 days of rest he took like he just replaced that day with an arm and shoulder day. I'm gonna be hello simple men. Hello, what's up, man? But it's definitely gonna be I can already tell it's gonna be very effective. I mean, my chest was the most pumped it's ever been in my life. I wish I took a picture today, but I didn't. And yeah, wow, we got 17 people on stream. That's awesome. It's very beautiful out today. Gotta enjoy the good days when you have. I mean, every day's a good day, but there's days that tend to sparkle above others. So, are you enjoying Simple Man? I am enjoying a lot. I'm having a good time right now. Everything's very bright, vibrant, warm outside. We still have a few weeks left of summer. So I'm trying to go to the beach before then. I mean, even then, it doesn't really start cooling down till October-ish, November. So I'm gonna try and go to the beach as much as I can before October hits, or until it starts really getting cold. But so far, I mean, weather's good, life's good, So at least there's that. But yeah, so back to the training split. This split is very recovery friendly due to the period, because you don't train like your upper body again until like Thursday, Friday, and then Monday is like the upper day, so you have plenty of rest. And it's very and the thing is, the upper lower days are very focused on strength building, right? Because we know a bigger muscle is a stronger muscle, obviously. So you have to keep that in mind. Yeah, man, that's good, dude. Life has been pretty good these days. I've had a pretty long year, honestly. So ever since I started streaming and stuff, life's just been pretty good ever since This whole summer's been pretty good, really. I mean, from July 1st to now has been pretty good. So I wanted to keep it that way. Not that winter and autumn is bad, nothing. Those are good for me, but just other things happen in my life where, things have kind of went sour since. But now that I'm recuperated, etc., things been pretty solid. So I'm trying to keep it that way as much as I can. Obviously, you of course you have your days, but it's all good. Um, but yeah, so today I actually have to do another lifting session because I have to get a couple lifts in. I have to get my deadlifts, my 2 sets of deadlifts, 2 sets of rows, 2 sets of pull-ups, and 2 sets of upright rows in the barbell, and I'm calling it a day. So, hey, what's up, Dorothy? Dorothy? I don't know how to say that. Dorothy. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming by to the stream. It's always good to see new people. Cool, we have 17 people in the stream again. Nice. It's nice to see everybody. YouTube, I can't believe how much YouTube has changed over the years. Like, in a way it's better though, because it's so much more interactive and easier to manage. You can make shorts, which is really great for bringing up small YouTubers. So, I mean, back then it's really hard to grow back then. Back then it was very hard to grow on YouTube. But now even a couple hundred people is easy to gather now on YouTube. So you can build an audience very easily on YouTube, especially if you do it the right way. Hey Carrie, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, I just got my Abilify Maintena shot today in my shoulder because what that is it's an antipsychotic. It treats schizophrenia and bipolar. I don't have bipolar, but I have schizophrenia. So I just got my shot today, so my shoulder's gonna be a little sore when I work out today. But I'm gonna power through it. It's actually, you're supposed to move it a lot when it's sore, when you get the shot, because you want to get all the medication and stuff through you, especially when you increase blood flow in that area, because then it circulates through your system better. So I hope that you had a fun Labor Day. I did have a good Labor Day. I enjoyed my day off from school and work, so I kind of just took that day to myself. I did some homework, talked to my girlfriend, you know what I mean, those kind of things. So really good day overall. What else? Yeah, no, Labor Day is always pretty good because it gives you, it's like an extra little break before like you can really start school again, and it's a good way to end summer. Like that's usually when people consider summer over, but I don't consider that what do you call it? I don't consider Labor Day once, like, it's technically the end of summer, so I guess that is true, but all is good. What else? What else? What else? What else? So, but yeah, definitely want to get, I want to see my deadlifts go today. It's gonna be really good for forearm grip strengthening today. Might be a little tricky. I mean, I need to take a nap before I start all this, but we'll be good. But it's such a fast workout, guys. It's so quick. Like I already got I already did chest, tricep super quickly, then like back. I won't even take long. It's only 2 sets of exercise, and the rest periods are pretty short. And then for shoulders, like for like a compound lift, there's actually, I have to do overhead pressing today, but there's like two real, I mean, because you like rows and all that hit the rear delts as a compound lift, but I still throw in some rear delts as like extra, for extra blood flow and whatnot. I'm so sorry that you have to. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I appreciate the sympathy. Obviously, it's not easy, but it's very well managed now. I'm able to like live like a normal-ish life. There's like I have to take a week off. So there's two things I have to take, right? it's the obviously my main medication, but then there's the because the thing is what people don't understand about schizophrenia is that it comes with unbearable anxiety, and it just stems from nothing, and it's just like, okay, like let's just nuke the issue. So what I do is I take a this thing called Buspirone. What Buspirone does is it alters your brain chemistry over time, so like it alleviates like too much anxiety, and which has worked really well. I mean, I take a pretty like high above average dose of it, but like every day, but it works really well and it's made my life completely different. So that's good. And yeah, my girlfriend's pretty cool. I mean, she works pretty hard. She's always there for me, and we always have a good time and stuff. So it's always pretty good. Not too shabby, guys. Not too shabby. And if I talk too fast, just let me know. I'll slow down my speech. Sometimes I'm not aware of how fast I talk. Oh, really? Yeah. No, that can be hard too. It's very hard to especially in social situations. I'm trying to connect with people. Um, that kind of thing can be really difficult. But yeah, I know some people with Asperger's. It's not easy. What I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, are you could be more sensitive to like certain stimuli, like in a negative way, like certain noises, like it's a different way of thinking. And what sucks is people, you know, shame you guys for it, and it's unfortunate because it's like it's something that you just were genetically like predisposed to, unfortunately. And a lot of people just kind of like it's hard to get jobs, all these things. And problem is, since it's like more of a high functioning form of like autism, it can be hard to get like commit, what do you call, like, disability for it, freaking, and all these things. So I understand how that can definitely be hard. So yeah, no, absolutely, that's definitely a it's kind of unfortunate. I mean, it is unfortunate. So, but, thank you for sharing. I appreciate you sharing. It's not easy to share these things to complete strangers like me. So all is good. See how nice and sunny it is out today? Beautiful. Just getting my daily sunlight in. I get like 20 minutes of sunlight like every day. Try to at least, or at least 20 to. I'm usually outside for at least 2 hours a day. But most of that time is not spent in the sun because the sun will set later throughout the day, and it tends to be very cloudy here. So yep, very good. What else am I talking about now? Oh yes, for my new resume, I'm also doing 4 cycles of nucleus overload. So what that looks like is it's gonna be on the same muscle group. It's gonna be in my medial delts, and it's gonna be it's good. It's a just a standard nucleus overload cycle, but it's gonna be done for the rest of this year. With every 4 weeks I take, no, every 6 weeks I take a week off, then back to it, and then back to it until the end of the year, and then we'll see what kind of results I get. So why not? And I'm doing the medial delts because they're already overly proportionally grown, but I want more medial delts. Let's see. Does your medicine have side effects? Like, I take Zoloft, but over time it's decreased my. I always enjoy going to meet new people, making new friends, and my name is Carrie Black. Oh, nice. Well, nice to meet you, Carrie Black. You know what I mean? And yes, Zoloft. Was it done to you? It's decreased ED, like erectile. Wait, no, that's not, no. Erectile dysfunction? No, but it decreased it. What is ED another term for something I'm not aware of? But does your like, oh, okay. So, my medicine doesn't have any side effects for me. A common side effect is weight gain, but if I haven't experienced that, so no, I did not. That's the only like main side effect of my medication. but I've not experienced any, and I'm only taking normal dose of it, so side effects will probably increase as I take a higher dose, but I don't really need a higher dose right now. So yeah, but that's good though. You enjoy meeting new people and stuff. That's good. That means, at least you're able to, do that. Connect with people, right? Making new friends. That's great. That's what we're made to do. We're made to be social. We're made to be, So definitely exposing yourself to that as much as you can, even though, with your, symptoms and like, medical diagnosis, right? That is it's very important no matter like what the person, it's still will always have some impact on you in a positive way. So I love to see how your strength training is coming along. Yeah, you know, yeah, it's gonna come along pretty well. I'm gonna film today's pole workout, so I'm gonna have it like on film. You're gonna see me, row hopefully 2 plates for as many as I can, mainly for like at least 6 to 8, and then on the barbell deadlift. I haven't deadlifted like that, but I'm gonna see if I can do 270 for like 6 or 8. So, but I can get these numbers up really quickly. I just have to eat. That's it. It's all about eating, right? You just need to just stimulate the muscle, but then it's all about the eating, right? The eating will always be your foundation. You need to eat, right? Because sleep and training is the easy part. Eating though, the reason why it's hard is because like you have to do it so much. It's boring. Especially when you're already like content. It's hard to push past that barrier if you're not used to pushing past that hunger barrier. Like if you only eat when you're hungry, like you're not gonna make any gains. Like you have to eat like when you're like not hungry. You have to just stick to your plan. You have to stick to your calories, right? Like for me, I gotta eat at least like 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day, and I'm 150 pounds, right? So 3,000 is pretty good. That's gonna put me in a caloric surplus. It's a minor surplus, but like for me though, like I mean, it's pretty good. So like something like 3,000 every day is good, but that's a lot of food. For me, it's like one large can of bush baked beans like 880 calories. A pound of pasta is like 1,000, and it just goes from there. But like I need to be eating like a lot of food throughout there. I need like 6 meals a day to like get it all down. So it's a lot of food. I mean, but like it's working though, so at least there's that. But it's the food's only gonna increase from there. Like, but the thing is, a lot of food is subjective, right? So like 3,000 is could be a little for like somebody like Sam Sulek, because he's much bigger, right? He's well over 100 pounds on me. But for somebody like me, 3,000 is like a considerable amount of food because, what I mean, I'm a lot lighter, so I don't need as much food. So it's harder for me. It's like saying like heavy is subjective. 225 could be heavy for me, but for Sam Sulek, it's warm up weight. So it's keeping these things in mind too. So but as long as you're trying, like you want to be like trying in everything you do. You want to be trying when you eat, right? You want to be like really putting effort into like what you eat and like how much you eat, right? You need if it should be almost like, I wouldn't say like, it should be uncomfortable. All three things should be relatively uncomfortable, right? Training should be pretty uncomfortable. Eating should be kind of uncomfortable. Sleep, of course, but going to bed early, like if like or just going to bed on time can be, uncomfortable. It's hard. But once you fall asleep, you're good to go. I mean, sleep is a little different, but you know what I mean. It's a challenge, right? These things should be challenging. If one of the three is not challenging, you're leaving gains on the table. Let's see. I'm also a diabetic, so I have to watch what I eat, especially the carbs. But I guess for for you and your build and your goal is carbs, good for you. Yeah. That sort of thing too. Like, carbs can be dangerous when you're diabetic, right? With the insulin. So insulin's dangerous. I mean, it's okay. It can be dangerous, right? It's like I would say the most dangerous hormone. I mean, bodybuilders take it for like to really amp up their build. But if it's dangerous, you can pass away from it. like overnight just because of like, you know, too much of a blood sugar crash or whatever, something like that. I know insulin can be dangerous though, so yeah, you gotta watch like what you eat. Like I'm assuming like a more like carnivore type diet with supplements, so you don't have to like get the fructose and like sugars and all that from like the fruit. I'm sure like if you eat like a carnivore with like a good like multivitamin, like a high quality multivitamin and like a multi-mineral supplement, you would be pretty good, right? So definitely trying to do something like that because you want to keep your diet pretty like not, you don't want to restrict yourself fully to carbs. I don't know how that works, but like I know you just have to like reduce your carb. It depends though, I believe, right? You have to just, it's like your carbs, you have to just be careful with the carbs, but everything else is fair game. I know some people like who just go straight carnivore, but like you're missing a lot of nutrients. So, but there's no carbs in it, so I guess it's like safe. But I don't know. I think there's certain diabetes. You actually need more. You need like certain carbs at this hour, this and that. I haven't researched it enough. I will. I actually want to look into that just so I like know, because I want to like get my dietitian certificate. So I need to like make sure I know like how that works for people with diabetes. Yeah. So what do you call it? So as you've dealt with your mental issues, I've dealt with being diabetic since diabetic. Wait, I've dealt with being a diabetic since I was 23 and I'm 49. Oh, really? Yeah, no, that's hard because like, you know, you gotta be careful what you eat, and that can be hard at times, you know. And I'm sure like it's harder for like it can be harder to train and stuff. I mean, like I know it has a lot to do with like your energy levels and how well I mean, I know a lot of diabetics. They're either obese, right? Or they're really skinny. Like there's like you I'm never like you'll never see a muscular diabetic because like they have good glycogen like storages in their muscles, and that like usually somebody with a good muscular physique, whether that's a strong man, a bodybuilder, they're that freaking, you know, lean meat machine, right? They usually have good insulin sensitivity. So that's like your guys' issue. You guys have insulin sensitivity issues because, you know, your pancreas is pretty much shut down. But I think that's one type of diabetes. I could be wrong though. But I know it just has like I think it's like your pancreas is like dysfunctional, right? So, and for me, what I love about a guy's build is their biceps and chest, whether or not they have a six pack. Yeah, having a nice barrel rib cage with like big chest, big back, and like arms, nice dominant, you know, strong physique is very important as a man because like that's your dimorphism, right? Because like in the six pack, that's just a body fat thing. As long as you have a lot of muscle, you're good to go because you'll have that nice strong shape in general, right? I mean, like if you're under, like the thing is, there's a ton of undertrained dudes who have the best six packs in the world. You know, nice insertions, nice obliques, but they have no shoulders, no chest, no back. Like, you can see their shoulder blades. They have no traps, right? No strength. So what is that? I try my best exercise because I've learned through the years that you take control of your diabetes, or it'll take care of you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing too. Like you have to just try. Like that's the thing when you have these issues, you have to just try much harder than the average person, which sucks. But that's the thing. Like that's what's, you know, that's just what's hard. You just have to try so much harder. Like for my older brother, you know, he's got ulcerative colitis, which is where it's an autoimmune disorder where it attacks your colon lining. I think in the sigmoid column or something like that, and it's something called like that, and it's hard for him to you know, you're prone to blood clots. So things like vitamin K is really important, right? Uh, these people these patients, I should say, tend to have microbiome issues. So absorption of nutrients is halted, kind of, right? It's diminished. Let's just say that. So you need way more nutrients than the average person. We also need. Oh, My stream kind of disconnected, but especially him, he's been hospitalized many times for it. I mean, flare-ups can happen. He's on a ton of medication for it. So, I mean, there's only one cure to it, and that's you get it removed. But like, we're in like maximum 20 years, we should have a cure by then. So he's got a lot of time before then, and you know. But exercise is like seems to be like a really good medicine for it. But also too, a lot of people haven't done is like they need to get sunlight on their stomachs, right? You know, sunbathing, get a towel outside, just make sure your anterior part, you know, your front of the body is facing the sun. You know what I mean? Like so you can like heal your gut microbiome and heal up your gut, get your vitamin D in. That's a really important. Vitamin C and vitamin D are really important for this. E is really important.